What's my one mistake? Counting every day. No, I'm not okay. Yeah. I just wanna say I need affection.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new reading vlog. So today I actually had a lot of plans, like things to do. So I wanted to study the Korean lesson that I have for today. I wanted to write again my book because I've been procrastinating that so much. Like I'm just so scared to write it again. So I made it a goal today to write for 10 minutes. And then I also wanted to read a book. And then I also wanted to check a new K-drama, which is Hometown Cha, I believe. It's like a new show on Netflix and it seems like a fun show. I've been wanting to find a new show to binge for quite some time now because all I've done is just rewatching old K-dramas and old animes that I've watched for so many times already. For example, I'm rewatching Food Wars and I'm also rewatching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. So yes, there's lots to do, but in terms of reading, I do want to reread this Song of Achilles. If you guys don't know, this is one of my favorite books. And I finally got a physical copy and I want to read it and annotate it just because this book has such good writing and such great quotes that I just want to annotate it and feel like it's really a loved copy, you know what I mean? So this book is basically a Greek retelling of Patroclus and Achilles, and yes, there's a lot of pain and a lot of love and a lot of beauty as well. So yes, I do want to read this. I think I read this last year, I believe. I think so.
Flashback.
And then I'm also reading Shadow of the Fox, which is a book that if you've been watching me for like since last year, I guess, you would know that I have several videos where I've said that I would read Shadow of the Fox and I just yes, I don't know why, but I couldn't get past like the first few pages of it. So now I'm actually making some good progress and I feel like I would be able to finish it this time around. And then I also have a romance book that I am reading and it's The Heart Principle, which is a new book by the author who wrote The Kiss Quotient, I guess. Yes, it's the third book. I didn't read the second book. I just read the first book and then I was extremely interested in reading the third book, The Heart Quotient, which is essentially about this girl who is a violinist and she has suffered this kind of burnout and she's on a mental health journey, and through this journey she meets this guy who also had an issue previously. It's just so sweet. I'm like 42% in that book and I'm loving it. Look, romance books are just so fast to read, and yes, I am enjoying reading that romance book. So yes, now I have to get cracking on all of the things that I want to do. See you later.
Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't wanna wait no more. We could be dancing in the stars, we could be floating on away. As long as I'm safely in your arms, and it don't really matter where we stay. Cause space makes me sad. Cause space makes me sad. Space makes me sad. Feeling like Pluto. You already knew though.
Hello friends. So I have decided to add a challenge to this reading vlog, and that is to read 50 pages a day for a week, I guess, just like how long this reading vlog is going to be, because lately I've been on my phone too much, I guess, and yes, I want to read more, so I am challenging myself to read 50 pages a day, which sounds like it's going to be quite easy, but I feel like there are some days where you just can't read. So anyway, on that note, I have only read this much of the Song of Achilles. This is like only 12 pages. So I don't know where I'm getting my challenge confidence from. Also, can we appreciate how perfect this bookmark is for this book? Wait, look! It's the same color as the freaking cover. And yes. If you would like to get one, you can buy one from my shop on Shopee, and I'll be linking it in the description below. Yeah. Now it is time to go back to reading. Hello! So it's evening now, and I have read until chapter 7 of, I was gonna say These Violent Delights. Chapter 7 of the Song of Achilles. So in total for this book, I read 57 pages because this is page 58. Loving my reread. Oh my god, I annotated a lot of things just because all of these quotes and all of these moments, I just want to cherish them before it all ends. Oh my god. I was having so much fun reading this book, and it's everything. It's everything. I also continued reading The Heart Principle, and I read a total of 52 pages, and I am still liking reading The Heart Principle. Definitely it's not a romance that's just cutesy and just romantic vibes. Obviously, there's still a lot of romance in this book, but there's also talks about like mental health, family dynamics, and stuff like that. So yes, that brings my total pages read today 109, which is so, like, I didn't expect to read that much a day, but yeah, I'll probably read more later.
No matter whereabouts, I'll change my name. I never liked it anyway. Maybe I'll try to recognize me all the same. Never want a kid, I never want any of this. I want a clean white room where I know what to say. Maybe I'll go to Florida or New Orleans, like my father, finding shelter in the wind. I've got his face, I've got his taste. Is that a sin? Is that a sin? I'm gonna lay in the ground and freeze. Maybe I won't need to explain anything.
Good evening, everyone. So it's been a rainy slash stormy day here in the tropics, which is why I have this, because if not, you literally will not hear anything because of the rain. So it's been a very busy day today, and I didn't really have time to read that much. Hence, I have only read 26 pages. Before you say that there is still time for me to read, my brain doesn't have any more energy for me to consume any more words. I was only able to read in the morning when I just had my breakfast, and then I read some more of the Heart Principle while I was at the mall, actually, because I was trying to find an electric fan. And if you guys don't know, here in the Philippines there's like a limit to the number of customers that can enter a certain store. We had to wait so long to go inside the appliance store. That's why I was able to read 21 pages of the Heart Principle. So yes, that's all the reading I did today. However, yesterday was such a good reading day for me. Last night before I went to bed, I actually couldn't sleep that well, so I ended up reading a lot of pages of the Heart Principle, which is why I'm so close to finishing that book. And the total pages I read yesterday was actually 230. And I could carry that over today just because I read so much more than the 50 pages that I need to read. But maybe the better option is to actually read 24 more pages tomorrow, because your girl is hardworking and competitive. So tomorrow it is game on, but tonight the game is off because I am exhausted. I just want to watch my current anime, which is Food Wars, and just cozy up while it's storming outside. So yes, good night. I need to sleep.
If I could tell you, I would. Honestly, no secrets between us. No, it's just honesty. Even if it hurts, even if it's just for today. I know you're just here for good fun. It's over before it's begun.
Hello friends, this is the storm cam. It is storming even heavier than it was yesterday, and I have received several alarms from the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Commission. I think it's commission. So anyway, that's what's happening. However, I have an update, and that is that I finished the Heart Principle. What did I tell you? Girl boss, competitive, today is game on. So anyway, yes, I have finished the Heart Principle and I rated it 4 stars. Honestly, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but that's just because I had different expectations on what the book actually deals with and how it is presented, because I really thought that it was kind of like the Kiss Quotient, where there's an aspect of mental health, but there's still this romance and there's still this very humorous scenes and stuff like that. However, this book is much more deeper and much more melancholy than the Kiss Quotient, and that's because this book deals with the violinist's burnout and how she heals from this burnout. So yes, definitely make sure to check out a lot of trigger warnings for this book, because I really thought it would be just a fun read. However, it was quite sad and quite triggering at times. That's why I had to skip some of the parts. Like, I just had to scan through them to know what the actual heck happened, and then I wouldn't really read through it intensely. Anyway, so that's the Heart Principle. But if you're looking for a romance that is not just a romance and deals a lot with mental health, this book is very much for you. And then in terms of the Song of Achilles, I did read some pages of this. I guess you can't see. But yes, I am still loving it, and the action and the relationship and the emotions are just heightening in this part. And oh my god, I had to annotate a lot because these are the parts that I treasure deep in my heart. So anyway, yes, that's what's happening. It's storming. I'm still reading, and we will be having ramen and tteokbokki later for lunch, which is very exciting because it's very cold. As you can see, I am wearing a sweater. We actually live near a hill, so we're very high. Like, we can see from our house, we can see the view. So that's why it's much colder up here right now, and the wind is very strong as well. So it's, yes. And what better time to have some hot, spicy ramen than now?
So don't let me fall for a figment of my imagination. Don't be a stranger. Let me get to know ya. There's a kind of danger when my mind starts to wander round and around, trying to figure you out. Would it be like to be? Would it be like to be yours? Would it be like to be yours? One step is two steps too much. Rather be much better if we stayed in touch, you and me, but it was too late.
Good morning, friends. So I know that this is the same sweater, but I have clothes underneath, so it's anyway. So yesterday I read some of the Song of Achilles and the Shadow of the Fox, and I actually read 73 total pages, which is really good. So I read this much of the Song of Achilles, and I'm still loving annotating my copy. And in terms of the Shadow of the Fox, I really love how it really does feel like it exudes anime vibes. So if you're a big lover of anime, you would probably love this book as well. It does have violent undertones already, even though I'm only around 17% in the book, and the story really hasn't started yet. The two main characters, I believe they are the main characters, they haven't even met yet, but they're going to meet soon, probably in the next chapter. So yes, that's going well. I am so happy that I'm falling in love with fantasy again, and I think this is young adult fantasy, which I think I haven't read much of recently because I've been focusing on like contemporary romance, more of like adult fiction, adult fantasy. Today, I don't know how much reading I would be able to do. However, yesterday when I've been browsing through my Goodreads, I've just been feeling all the thriller horror feels, and I kind of want to start reading The Final Girls by Riley Sager. Yes, that author. Or The Beautiful Ones by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, or The Diviners by Liba Bray, which I've actually started reading before on audiobook. But yes, we shall see. We shall see what's gonna happen today. Hello friends, so before we end the vlog, let's talk about yesterday's reads. So yesterday, I didn't read any more of the Song of Achilles. I did read Shadow of the Fox, which is, I still don't know what I fully think about the book, just because it still hasn't reached the point where I can form an opinion yet. It definitely has the anime vibes which we are living for, and I am finding the characters quite interesting, although I still haven't known them enough yet. So yes, that's where we're at with Shadow of the Fox. Last night I also started a new book, which is Everyone is an Alien When You're an Alien Too, and it's a graphic novel illustrated self-help book, I guess that's what you would call it, and I gave it 4 stars. I obviously wasn't mind blown by it, but it was quite enjoyable and very cute to read. It's about this alien who goes to Earth to like observe the humans, but then he observes animals and plants instead, and each of these animals and plants have their own like dilemmas in life, and there's just a lot of great quotes. And the thing that put me off about this book is that it purposely has misspelled words, and just it's very simplistic in a way, and I don't really know what the goal of the misspelled words actually is. Also, the book was structured but also not. Like as I said, all the characters have their own issues and stuff like that. However, throughout the book, I can't follow the characters. Like, I would be confused as to which character has which issue just because it kind of flows very weirdly. However, it does do the job that it aims to do, which is to have cute illustrations and great quotes and remind you that life is good even if life doesn't feel like it. And yesterday I read a total of 204 pages, which is well over the 50-page goal that I have. And overall in this vlog, I'm very happy that I read that much pages and that I finished 2 books actually. I did finish the Everyone is an Alien When You're an Alien book today. So yes, I finished 2 books and I'm very happy, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Look up from your telescope, take me on this journey home. I don't wanna wait no more. Lay me down behind the moon, tell me you'll be on real soon. I don't